Hi and welcome to Friday's live trading. Hope you're very well. It is just coming up to 8 o'clock, and so just sat here with the traders in the trading room, and we're just monitoring the markets at the moment. Not done anything yet, so just doing the intro to this. I just want to reiterate, just to say, what a great time we had Wednesday and Thursday of this week. We opened up our doors to you, our database, and to come in and see what we do. And we had a great 2 days, loads and loads of questions asked, and it just had a real buzz around it. So for those of you that managed to come in, I know there was a huge number of you that didn't come in because Sam told me how many people we actually had signed up. But maybe next time for some of you, maybe next time you'll be able to attend. I'd appreciate people have other things on, but either way, it was a real buzz to the room. So we had a great day, 2 days, the last 2 days. So thank you for that. Right, I shall press pause while I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here with the some of these markets. Okay, so look, I'm probably going to be looking to get long here. I'm just going to wait and see if we get a breakout on this cable, and then I'll be looking to buy it. But if it does break out, I'll only put one unit in, and then just see, because there's always that susceptibility. It's basically got an 8 a.m. pivot down here, which hasn't been tested yet, just a bit below this little pullback here, and so. But at the same time, I see the potential for it to just go and run. So I'd want to be in to an extent, because cable could have, a bit of a run, and it'd be a shame to miss out on that. So what I could do is just put one lot in, so de-risk the trade if it breaks out, and so at least I'm in with one lot, even if. It's better than not being in at all, but I'm de-risked if it does roll over. So that's the plan. So I'm just waiting to see if it's going to break out. It could be that I literally be buying the break only for it to then reverse. I'll be putting a stop down here, so it'll be about 10 to 15 pip stop, and so just put one lot only, one unit. So just waiting to see if cable is going to break out. In many regards, I'd rather cable didn't break out and it pulled back a bit, but you don't always get what you want, as the Rolling Stones once said. So I shall press pause for now. Oh, hold on, it looks like it's about to go. Hold on, it looks like we might be about to go. So, oh no, it's still thinking about it. So, when price gets up like this and it's thinking about it like this, then what can happen is all of a sudden it'll go bosh and really start flying, and I'll get a bad feel. So I'll get filled at about 45 or something like that. Excuse me, but it's still a case of having to wait. Now I'm well aware we've got retail sales coming out for the pound this morning. So again, you sort of think, well, do you want to trade it ahead of retail sales? And it's just one of those things. But again, I'm de-risking the trade if I do take a trade here by only putting one lot in. But it's doing me a favour at the moment. It's just pulling back. So I shall press pause for now. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put a buy stop order in just above these highs. So I'm just going to set that up right now, because I was just saying to the guys in the room here that I've got to finish off getting ready. So I might as well put a buy stop order in so that I can still do that, because it's still early in the morning. I've been up early, and so let's put this in 142, 42. Okay, so I'll put the order in at 42, and I'll get the stop sorted out down at 142.30. That'll do. And I'm keeping it relatively tight, because if it's going to go, I just want it to break. So let's put that order in. Oh, price is too close to market. Maybe I need to put a buy stop if bid. Maybe that'll do it. 142.42, 142.30. There you go, it's gone in. Right, just I put the wrong order type in. So okay, so looks like that's probably going to get triggered. Now, like I said, I've just put a stop down here at 30, relatively tight, because if it's going to go, I want it to break. If it's going to break up and then come straight back down, I'd rather just take the small loss on this one lot trade. Simple as that. So I've got a one lot position in, because the potential is this just has a run, and if it just goes, at least I'm in with something. But if it fails and rolls over, then I only get stopped out to the tune of whatever it is, 12 pips on a single lot. So that's the idea for now. But there's some other ideas we've got. We've got some bit news coming out, obviously on cable the today anyway. So we'll we'll see if that does a lot of movement for us as well, and that could really be good at 9:30. So I'll press pause for now. Okay, just back. That buy order has been obviously triggered, so let's bring up the deal ticket. Where is it? Just see it off screen. There it is. So here's the ticket. Let's get rid of the actual order ticket. That's where we are. So it got triggered in at 142.42. I had to just had to get on and just finish getting ready there this morning. So I thought, well, I'll just put a buy stop order in. It's not as fun, is it, when you're not seeing me actually click the buttons as the price went? But you saw me put the order in and everything else, and it's triggered while I've been upstairs. So. But anyway, we've got, like I said, we've got retail sales coming out in an hour. It's possible this thing could still come all the way back down, stop me out, and then maybe still go higher. It's more than easily possible. So we shall see. I think it's still very early days, and retail sales is a fairly big one. But like I said, I'm de-risking the news to an extent by just having the one lot in today. But this one, although it's only a one lot trade, the potential, I'm looking at a potential upside targets. It's not a potential, it is. The upside target is 142.91. So if it was, I don't really have any intentions with this to do anything, taking any profit off unless it gets to 91. So it would still end up being, a decent, it's like 50 pips on a single lot. So it's about $500 just on a single lot trade. So if it was to fly up there today, then even with a single lot it would be okay anyway. But for now, I know we've got this news. The risk is that on the news it flies down, but I've de-risked by only having the one lot in for now. So we shall see what happens. I'll press pause. Okay, so just back, and we can see that cable it come up, it's done a pullback, and it's come up. So now it's done this pullback. I was just talking to the guys in the room and saying, what do you think about moving a stop? And they're all in unison that I should move my stop up to effectively break even now, which is 42.42 was my entry point, 42.42, and moving up to effectively this low. I still think that I'd like to give it some slack, but maybe you could move it up a few pips to maybe 35, something like that. We have got news coming out in half an hour, and that volatility could get fairly big. We'll see. So I'm going to move the stop up just a few pips towards 35. So let's bring up the deal ticket. Not the deal ticket, the order. The stop was at 30. So if I bring it to, I'm going to put it to 34. Okay, so I'm still giving it a little bit of slack here this morning. I could just get stopped out, but I'm really not fussed. I've de-risked the trade. We have to remember the trade is de-risked, so I don't really have to be too tight on the stops, because I'm then putting myself at a bit too much risk that it just wants to, even if it just blips down here, only to then turn around again. So I'm really trying to give it that little bit of more space. Now we could look back at this at 9:30, and if this thing comes firing down and say, well, Charlie should move your stop to break even. Yeah, maybe, but the trade's de-risked anyway, and so and now it only has an 8 pip stop on it with only a one lot trade. Now with the volatility, I could get slippage, but again, it's de-risked because it's only a one lot trade. I shall press pause for now. Let me just right. I was just talking to the guys, and now cable has properly broken out. I say properly. Well, that could be famous last words. I will now move that stop up. It's now has moved far enough. So let's get that stop up a bit more. And my target, remember, so stop at 40. Yeah, that'll do. My target is still at 91. 91 is my upside target on this. So if it runs to 91, then it will actually, I'll put a limit order on that, because you never know, it could you never know on the news if it was to just all of a sudden blip there. So what I'll do is I'll put an order in 142. So I'll put the order in at 89, okay, just 2 pips below the actual level. So I've put the target order in at 89. So what it'll be about 47 pips. Is that right? Yeah, 47 pips if it can run that far. Anyway, I shall press pause for now. Just back, I was just discussing with the guys in the trading room that there's actually a daily R1 pivot at 86. My target was 89. There's no point, for the sake of just a few pips, if it just went to the daily pivot and then stopped. So it's at 86, so I'll put my order in at 85, so 4 pips below where I was actually going to come out. Still be a nice 40 whatever 43 pip move if it can go up there. So we shall see. Now it's possible this comes flying down on the news. It could well do on the retail sales. If it does, it does. The plan is that I stick to the plan. The risk is the stops at break even now anyway. So and there's no point, and it'll be really interesting exercise if it was to fly down, because then you would have traders saying, "Oh, look, I was up $282 or whatever, and I gave it all back." Well, you don't get those bigger runs if you don't go for them and have those targets and stick to those targets. So, but I've had to adjust that target just marginally because of the news, and just in case it just wants to go to that pivot and then pulls back after the pivot for several hours before then going up again. So we shall see. I'll press pause for now. Right, sorry about that. I've been recording and the mic's off. Sorry about the dead air there. It just got up to 84, and my limit order was at 85, and it's just backed off. And we've got 10 minutes to go till the news. It's just hit a 4-hourly R3 pivot. Literally just hit that and backed off from that. So got within a pip of target. The target's at 85 now because I've adjusted it to that daily R1 pivot. So and it's literally just been like a pip or so away from that pivot. So we're really clinging on here right into the news. The risk, we're just talking to the guys in the room, the risk is that with the news that it could just slam dunk back down and give back all of the paper profits that have been there so far. But at the same time, like I've been saying, you have to stick to your plan. So I've adjusted the plan a little bit to a slightly lower target of 85, and hopefully it can get there. Now it has hit that R3 pivot spot on and reacted to that. So I'm still tempted if it comes back up to there to close it out, but maybe I thought it was about to hit then, but alas, not for now. So we're still waiting to see if this thing's going to hit or if it's going to come all the way over. And if it comes all the way over, it'll just be a bit of a pain this morning, having sat through a nice trade all through this so far. But we'll see. I'll press pause for now. Okay, news is out, and so cable's coming down. But like I said earlier on, I had to stick to the plan. If that's what's going to happen, it's going to happen. It's always a shame when you're in a profitable position and it comes down against you, and you come back to break even. But that's just the way trading is. You can't get to. You have to stick to your plans, so to speak. Otherwise, you don't get those bigger runs. Otherwise, you would always be finding a reason to come out of a trade or whatever. So you have to stick to your plan in order to get to those bigger runs. So, but anyway, so we'll see what happens with cable. So the news is out, and we'll see what happens here. I'll just press pause for the minute. Right, okay, so cable's, it's come down, it's bouncing a little bit, so the news is out, and we'll just sort of see how this is going to pan out. At least the news is out now. So one thing that I will do, or certainly look at, if cable just consolidates here and doesn't break down to my stops down here pretty much break even. So if it comes down and doesn't come down to my stop and consolidates, then I may even get an opportunity at some point to actually add to the position now. I've kept it small because of the news potential this morning, and the news is now out, so you never know. But I'll press pause for now. Okay, so cable is coming up. 85 is the limit order. If it gets to 85, you will see this get taken out. So let's see if it can get there. and it's at 81. These will just disappear. We're sitting at about $400 at the moment. 425. There it goes. It's going to go. It's hit. Done it. Another week where delayed gratification has paid off. Just like last Friday, just like this week. Had to stick to the plan. Now it's gone to 92 anyway, but it doesn't matter. It's hit those levels that I wanted it to hit, and it's done. So it's a great example of trying to hold on. And I tell you what is another great example here today is that I'm here with the traders in the trading room. I'll bring up the trading room so you can see, hopefully you can see the trading room here and see all the guys there, and we're all chatting away. And a couple of the traders have already closed out of their trades. They took their profits earlier, and so it doesn't matter because they still had good risk to reward ratios even at that point. The risk to reward on this trade this morning was about 4 to 1, just a bit under 4 to 1. But they came out early, and I think, and it doesn't matter because they still had good risk to reward trades. But it just goes to show you that that's what makes the market. Different people will exit trades at different times. I had to stick to my plan. I'd set my stall out of what I was looking for this morning. It's hit that 4-hour 50 MA. That was the target, the 4-hour 50. But because of the daily R1 pivot just coming in a few pips below it, I just adjusted the target. But it's hit it anyway. Let's have a look at the P&L. It's not huge because it's only a one-lot trade, so I can't bring the account up because as always, I'm in swing trades again, still swing trades, and I think I'm going to be in permanent swing trades all this year, really. But I've taken a screenshot here. Here's the entry. So we've got the entry at 142.42, exited at 142.85, so it was 43 pips, and it made $424 or £295, so just under £300 on that trade this morning. Nice little trade. Right, that's enough for today's video. I'm away next week, skiing next week, so I won't be around, so you might get something from Kim. He might do some sort of live trading with next Friday, and so I shall see you in 2 weeks' time. Take care for now.